Hello everyone, Simon from Gorilla Apps here. In this video I'm going to give you an overview of all the different options you have to display Monday board items in your client portal. For those of you who are not aware, we have an app called Client Portal Builder in the Monday Marketplace, which lets you create and manage client portals directly from within monday.com. So let's dive right into it. I created a test setup where we are a real estate broker with several real estate agents working for us. Each real estate agent is responsible for a set of real estate properties, and each real estate agent also gets a commission every month. So for this, I created a board called Agents, which contains all the agents working for us. And if we open up the sub-items, here you see all the commission that has been paid or will be paid to that agent. So every sub-item here represents the commission of 1 month. Over here we have a real estate board which contains all the real estate properties that we are managing. The client portal itself currently looks like this, so I'm logged in as agent A, and now our first goal is to add a table here that contains the commission of the last few months. So for this we're going to head over to the Client Portal Builder board view, click on Builder, and now what we see here is the home page of the client portal. So this is this page here. And we have this intro text. And down below we want to now add a table with all the commission. So for this I'm going to add a board table section. And here as the board source, I'm going to select Client Subitems, and now we are going to set the name to visible, the status, the date paid, invoice, and commission. And so I'm now going to quickly update the client portal. Okay, let's head over here, click reload. And as you see, those commission sub-items, they now show up here. And you can also click on the invoice to download them. And what we want to do now in this exercise is we want to limit this to only show the commission that has already been paid. So let's go back here, and here you have this filter icon. When you click on this, you can set up filter rules. So in this case I'll set up a filter rule on the status column, and select the status paid. I'll add this rule, apply it. Now we have to publish the client portal again so that the changes get picked up. And now if we head over here and do a reload, we only see the paid items. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to list all real estate properties underneath here in a grid view. And for this I'm going to add a board grid. And now what we have to do is to create a so-called board source. And This tells the app that it should pick up some board items from a specific board and show them here. So there are different types of board sources. We will go through all of them in the video, but we'll start with this one here. It's called shared board. And this means that we want to pick up a board, display all the items of that board, and every agent that logs in will see all the items of this board, so they are not filtered in any way. Everyone sees everything. So I'll choose that and I'll call it shared board. And here I'll choose the board, which is the real estate board from over here, and save it. So this new board source, it also gets now shown here on the left. And in the board grid section, I can now pick this new board source. And here I can now, first of all, choose a thumbnail column. So there's only one column which contains files, is the images column. And then we can choose which columns to display. I'll pick up the name, agent, property type, price, size, bedrooms. Let's keep it simple for now. And so I'll now just publish it again. Make a reload here. And now you see all the apartments and properties show up and in a grid view. Okay, so this was the case of one board that gets shown to every agent. And but of course, like our goal is to only show a set of real estate properties to each agent. So we're exploring these options now. So for this, first of all, we're going to head over to the real estate board, and we're going to create a new column which connects the real estate board with the agents board. Okay. We don't need a mirror column for this. And so now we have a connection between both boards. And now what we want to do is to select which property is shown to which agent. So for this, I'll just pick agent A in the first 3 and agent B here, and let's just pretend that we have one property that is managed by 2 agents, so we'll just select agent A and agent B. Okay, so now let's go back to the Client Portal Builder board view, and here we can now let's get rid of this section and just wait a second. Now add another board source, and this time we're choosing the board source shared client board, and this board source is for the case where you have one board with a lot of items, and some items belong to one client and the others items belong to another client, and some items might also belong to multiple clients. So we'll choose this board source and call it shared client board. And for this we will also choose our real estate board again. And now what we have to do here is we need to pick the board column of the real estate board which contains the connection to the agents board. So this is just called agents, the column in this case. And we'll save that. And so here I'll now pick that as a board source. And again, we can choose the thumbnail column and the columns which we want to show in the client portal. Just pick a few, and then we'll publish it again. And now when we do a reload, we see only the real estate properties that are referencing agent A. So I mean, let's just double check. So basically now showing these three and this one down here. And if we add another agent A here and head over and do a reload, then this one shows here up as well. Okay, so let's delete that again and explore the last option you have. And that option is basically that you create a board for each agent. And we'll just, let's first of all remove this column here again, which we just added. And now we'll duplicate the real estate board. Is it here? And we'll name that real estate agent A. And we will duplicate the board structure in the items. Takes a bit, probably because there are a lot of assets in the board. Okay, it's done. So let's now delete a couple of these items. Okay. And so now we want to show all of these board items in the client portal when agent A is logged in. So now let's duplicate this again for client agent B. Okay, so now let's set up the client portal so that when agent A logs in, that they see all the items of the real estate agent A board, and when agent B logs in, that they see all the items of the agent B board. So let's go back to the Client Portal Builder board view. And here we're gonna remove the previous board grid and add it again. So here, going to go on board sources again and create a new board source. And this time we're picking client board, one board per client, and just going call it client board. And now, like, one important thing to know in this case is that all those client boards that are displayed in the client portal need to have the same column structure. This means you can't, at the moment, you can't have like one board which has one set of columns and then another client board which has a different set of columns. This might be an option that we're gonna add in the future, but at the moment each of these boards need to have the same column structure. And now in the order for the app to know this column structure, you need to choose one of the real estate agent boards for it as blueprint. Okay. So now I'm going to pick the board source here. I'm going to choose thumbnail again, the name, agent, property, price, and now let's this one again and publish. And now you might be surprised. So yeah, we removed the commission table, so that's why it doesn't show up. But you get an error message here that says there's no board associated with this client. So yeah, what does this mean? We didn't tell the app yet which board to show in case of agent A and which board to show in case of agent B. So and for order to make that work, we have to go back to the agents main table, and now if we click on agent A and go to the client portal builder item view and head over to the client boards tab, this is where we now can choose the board that should be displayed in the client portal. So this means I'll just search for real estate agent A. Okay, so now real estate agent A is hooked up with the real estate agent A board. And of course, we can now also click on agent B. And here, in this case, search for agent. I'm gonna pick the agent B board. And now this is basically set up. And if we now go back to the client portal, do a reload, you'll now see that all the agents, all the real estate properties of the real estate agent A board show up here. So let's summarize it again. I know this is a long video. There are basically 4 different options you have to embed Monday items. The first one is that you display the sub items of the client in the portal. The second one is that you display an entire board, which is then shown to each client, so everyone sees everything. Then you have the option with a big board, and then where you define which item is supposed to be seen by which client, and then the client portal filters them out and displays those in the client portal. And the last option you have is that you create a board for each client, and then yeah, just display all the items, or you can of course also filter them, but yeah, you display the items on a per board base basically. So yeah, that's basically it for now. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.